Hey guys, this is Red Shadow here, and this is another recent gaming video because over the last roughly a week or so, I've managed to sit down and complete Half-Life 2 Episodes 1 and 2. I completed Half-Life 2, I think it was back in March, and took a little bit of time off and then decided to go ahead and jump into the episodes. And I may be wrong on this. I was pretty sure that I had completed Half-Life 2 Episode 1 at some point in the past, but I didn't feel like I had ever completed Episode 2. It felt like a little bit of it was familiar, and then it seemed like the rest of it, maybe somewhere around a quarter to a third of the way in to the finish, was brand new to me, but I may be wrong on that. But the main things that I wanted to mention in this were, damn, they were awesome. I mean, I've already talked about it before, and I can talk about it for a long, long time. I would definitely put Half-Life 2 and these two episodes in at least my top 10 favorite games of all time. The fact that if they didn't exist, Gary's Mod wouldn't exist, just makes it that much more awesome in my opinion. Which I discovered something that back when I first played Half-Life 2, long before I even knew that this thing called Gary's Mod existed, I felt like I got a pretty good grasp on the controls of the game, but it wasn't until I spent, at this point now, like 915 hours in Gmod, that when I come back to Half-Life 2 and these other games, boy, I can just maneuver all over the place and do really, really well. Can shoot, I aim better and all that, but it's especially movement. It's running, jumping, crouch jumping, sprinting, all that kind of stuff, strafing. I do it so much better in that game now, and it helped out the experience of playing Half-Life 2 in these episodes a whole lot. But anyway, the main benefits to these episodes were to kind of continue the story from Half-Life 2. And I've been saying for the longest time, of course, especially now that we know that Fallout 4 is actually happening, that I really want them to confirm Half-Life 3 finally after all these years. But you know what? After playing Episode 1 and Episode 2, I feel like there should be an Episode 3, unless they want to take where they were leading with the story and at the end of 2 to an Episode 3, or unless they wanted what they were going to do for an Episode 3 to just be the third game. I don't know, but obviously I would love to have more, so I'd love to have an Episode 3 that kind of wraps up where this was going, and then have an actual Half-Life 3 to continue off. Although, if they did an Episode 3 and then Half-Life 3, I'd like for that to be the end of Half-Life. Don't let it be another one of these series that gets churned out. But I mean, we're talking about Episode 2 of this came out in October of 2007. So it's been 7.5 years, going on almost 8 years now. I just wish they would do something with it. Continue this on. It was so great. I love the characters. You know, Gordon Freeman is another awesome protagonist. And a lot of the NPCs, in particular Alex Vance and her father and Dog the robot, and of course like your Kleiners and Magnusons, were all very, very interesting characters. You either loved them or they annoyed the crap out of you. Magnuson was extremely annoying in this last episode. I was definitely like the one time in this game that I just felt like kind of standing around and not doing anything because he just rides your ass, and then he's barely even thankful to you when you save the day using his creation, the Magnuson orbs or whatever they were. But that's one of the best things about it, is the story and the characters in it. The gameplay is great, but after a while you're just like, yeah, I'm shooting stuff, I'm blowing stuff up, I'm flipping a switch here, I'm doing this and doing that. The gameplay for it is rather repetitive, but it's maybe one of the last games from that particular time, early to mid 2000s, where that kind of stuff was repetitive. And nowadays all the games are like, from your GTA 5s to your Far Cry's 3 and 4, where you're told this is where you need to go and do these missions, but along the way you have 12 million different things that you can do. I like the fact that these games are relatively linear and take you from set piece to set piece and make you do what you got to do there and before you can move on. But otherwise it's a lot of shooting, it's a lot of running around trying to find health packs, and I don't mind that at all. If Half-Life 3 was to be made with the exact same engine and not some brand new souped up engine, I'd be perfectly fine with that. But yeah, Valve, I would just love for you to give us an episode 3 for this and then an actual third game, and I would be so very happy. And do it before, well, I don't know, I guess my Half-Life games are all digital anyway. It's not like I have, I can buy a copy of those games easily these days. So yeah, I really loved it. It was, like I said, the cherry on the cake, or the icing on the cake and the cherry on top. I guess the cherry goes on the sundae, but whatever. It's cakes and sundaes all poured into one. I really loved it. I kind of feel like going back and playing it some more, and I'm gonna sit around here and wait for years and years for Valve to learn how to count to 3. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't played this game, go out there and play them, because I know you can get them cheap on Steam. And yeah, experience it for yourself. Okay, that's it for me. See you next time.